What up? What up? What up? What major? Getting ready to do something I don't usually do. I'm gonna step outside of my comfort zone, man. Talk about something a little different today. Today I got my co-host on this joint with me, Rocky Montgomery. I'm waiting on him to jump on this live with me. We're gonna talk about some interesting. So I want y'all to go ahead and get situated, man. Join the smoke session with me. Let's get right. What up? What up? What up? What it do? What it do?
What's going on, big bro?
What up? Heard you got some interesting news today, so won't you go ahead and matter of fact, first and foremost, man, let everybody know who you is, man. What you
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Smoking Session podcast. I am Rocky Montgomery. Major is my bigger brother. That's my oldest brother. And I am a member of the Las Vegas Black Panther Party Cubs. We are a social activism group out here where we create opportunity for the youth. We feed the less fortunate, and we work with other nonprofit organizations. Today, I was blessed and given the opportunity to work with a nonprofit organization that's pretty major out here. It's called the Parent Citywide Project, and they work with different schools and after-school programs and different realtors and other social activists out here that's trying to make a change in the city of Las Vegas. So they blessed me and gave me the opportunity to work with them this August. We will be doing a food drive. And I forgot I got to get the information for the swap meet, but it is off of Decatur, and we will be doing that food donation drive the first week of August. So more details will come as much as I know. As whenever I get the details, I'm gonna hit the people with the details. But today, I got blessed with the opportunity to work with them, and I'm pretty proud. It's some major shit right there.
all right. So
hmm
you should be proud of that, and I want to tip my hat to you because I know what you've been doing for the community out there. You know what I mean?
Thank you, big
And
bro.
it's major. So you know what I mean? First and foremost, I want to tell you I'm proud of you for everything
Thank
you
you.
got going on. But we was having a conversation earlier that I want to, touch on.
hmm
Um, Now, what's the difference between the Black Panther Cubs, the new Black Panther Party,
hmm
and um, the original Black Panthers?
Well, the original Black Panthers were the forefathers and foremothers of the Black Panther Party Cubs. They came up with the original 10-point program, which was a program to actually give the nation information of what the Afro American men and women and children and everybody of color that felt disenfranchised at the time needed at the time. When they was asking for affordable housing, they was asking for job opportunities, they were asking for better schools for the children. The 10-point program is something that is major. It was a major deal back then, and it gained and garnered the attention of the nation, and actually put the Black Panther Party on the platform for the center stage of the civil rights movement in the late '60s. Chairman Bobby Seale and Minister Huey P. Newton, they came up with a 10-point program just to let people know, look, we're an organization and we're coming with rules and we're coming with demands and we're coming with goals, and we're going to meet those goals. The Black Panther Party Cubs, we consider ourselves direct descendants of that movement, of that time. We believe in peace and solidarity. We believe in unity. The new Black Panther Party, they don't really believe in unity and in solidarity. They believe in pointing the finger at white people, saying that white people is the reason for most of the disenfranchised people in this country having a hard time, and it's partially true, but at the same time, they're spreading racism and division. The Black Panther Party Cubs, we're not spreading racism and division. We're willing to work with anybody that's willing to work with us. It's righteous and pushing the movement of solidarity and unity.
So wait, go back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So which one is not pushing solidarity?
The new Black Panther Party. They not pushing solidarity.
This is the group that showed up around '86 in Texas, right? Dallas, Texas, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's I think with Khalid Muhammad, right? It was around that time.
Khalid Muhammad. I'm not sure of that, but I know that one of the dudes named Aaron or something, the dude that's supposed to founded the new Black Panther Party.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Aaron something. Pardon me for not remembering what his last name was.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I understand, the way that he put it out there, the way that they started was they were, I guess, like a subsection of some type of Black Panther Party, not really claiming Black Panther or whatever. I guess they were showing up at like pickets and protests or whatever, and in Dallas because there was like a huge drug problem, just like in every other fucking major city at that time. There was a huge drug problem out there at that time, so they was showing up at the protests in Dallas or whatever, and they, for whatever reason, wore all black because people that they felt like they were engaging with were they were engaging with them at night, so they felt like they had to wear black at that time. So once they started showing up at the protests and the at the pickets with the picket signs or whatever the hell it was they was doing, people just associated them with the Black Panthers and pretty much gave them that name. That wasn't what they was out there to do. But also, from what I understand, just doing my own little research about this, he also said that their main, there were undertones of, uplifting the Black community and doing right for the Black community and combating the police brutality and things like that. There were, undertones of that, but they say that they didn't start picking up guns. They didn't start carrying guns until they ran into a situation in Texas, in Dallas, where they supposedly originated at, and they were outgunned. They was getting shot at or whatever. So they was like, nah. So from here on out, whenever we roll, we going out there on some either, we got it just like y'all got it.
Yeah.
So, that's how they started carrying, rifles, assault rifles and all of those things. And, again, they were pretty much inducted into this quote unquote new Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like this was their goal. This is what these dudes set out to do when they, started jumping down on it. And I did a little, the Black Panther Cubs is following Fred Hampton Jr. Is that true?
Yes, that's our chairman.
The chairman. Okay. So, yeah, it seems like they get ready to foreclose on the Fred Hampton house.
Yeah, they've been doing donations, donation drive to keep the Fred Hampton house, where I think where his mother Fred Hampton's parents lived and he grew up at. So they were doing donations to save the actual Hampton house because that will be the national headquarters for the Black Panther Party Cubs in Maywood, Illinois. But in Maywood. Yep, that will be the national headquarters. Yep. They saved it too.
That's what's up.
They gained enough money to actually save the house.
Oh yeah, 'cause I just saw something where they was I guess they was doing like some type of fundraiser or charity drive or
Mm-hmm.
something to save it. It was on the news or something like that. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just curious as to
Mm-hmm.
how all of this came about. How did it break off into all of these subsections when the original Black Panthers didn't even like or get along with the the new Black Panther Party?
What happened was
This almost seemed like a gang to me. It do.
you
Like
get
this all seems like a gang to me. You talking about
you get
chairmen and
mm-hmm.
minister of information and this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, these niggas don't sound like Vice Lords, Blackstones, GDs
you
and
talking about
shit. Like,
you talking about Eldridge Cleaver, the Minister of Information?
yeah, for the
Yeah.
Black Panther Party. But then you
Mm-hmm.
got some other dude for the new Black Panthers. That he the minister of information. And I'm like, what?
You want to
Like,
know something
so,
crazy? I'm gonna fuck you up with this one. Check this out. I think like a few years ago, you know who the NFAC is, right? Not fucking around anymore, crew.
yeah, a bunch of dumbasses.
The dude, Grandmaster Jay, he was
Yeah.
supposed to be the chairman of the Las Vegas new Black Panther Party out here, and he was
Well,
down. Yeah, yeah, he was a part of the new Black Panther Party.
so why? What? I could almost get. I could almost guess why he's not. But why did that not happen?
He was the leader, but this is the thing. This is when I say people were pushing solidarity and they was pushing division. Them motherfuckers used to be down there on the Las Vegas Strip with signs saying the white man is the devil. The white man is this. You know what I'm saying? Cussing out white folks on the strip. Just
Oh,
recently,
Grandmaster J and them.
yeah, the new Black Panther Party.
Yeah, we're
Just
not doing that.
recently, we not fucking with that. That's what I'm saying. Just recently, like 3 weeks ago, I had somebody hit me and was like, "Yo, Rock, are you affiliated with the new Black Panther Party?" No. They said, "Okay, cool," because them motherfuckers is down on Fremont Street. Excuse me, them motherfuckers is down on Fremont Street, and they out there getting into it with white folks, causing division to the point where the shit that they doing almost messed up the opportunity that I had with Parents Citywide. Because the first thing the lady
Wow.
asked me was,
Wow.
the first thing the lady asked me was, "What's the difference between you and the new Black Panther Party?" I said, "We don't teach separatism. We don't teach division. We teach solidarity and unity and peace amongst one another. As long as you righteous and you pushing power and prosperity, we rocking with you. We rocking with
Now, why
everybody
don't
that's
that sound like? Why don't that sound like gang literature? That sound like gang literature.
because you know why? Because in the beginning, gangs didn't start off as negative institutions. They
And
started
then,
off as institutions to protect the communities. That's why it kind of sounds like gang literature.
but and how did that quickly fade?
The drug game. When you started, when you got motherfuckers, when you got COINTELPRO people sending letters to different Black Panther Party organizations and gangs within those cities, causing division within the Black Panther Party and those gangs in those cities, that's when shit starts to go left. They showed that did you watch Judas and the Black Messiah?
Yeah, I saw that.
They showed like they showed the scene where Chairman Fred Seen went to go see Jeff Fort. The Crown's supposed to be the Black Peace Stones. They showed the scene where he was supposed to go see Jeff Fort, and the pigs. Well, I say the pigs. Excuse me. COINTELPRO had wrote a letter to Jeff Fort as acting as if they was Black Panther Party members, talking bad about the Black Peace Stones and other gangs in those cities, caused division.
Okay.
And Chairman Fred had to go talk to Jeff Ford, like, bro, I didn't write that letter. As you can see in the letter, the actual letter is online. The actual letter had jive talk, as they were talking in the 70s, but it was misspelled and placed incorrectly. Instead of saying dig it, the motherfucker said dig in. That's when they started to notice, hey, they ain't writing these letters. The Panthers ain't writing these letters. I just had a conversation with somebody. I was talking to a blood member. I just had a conversation with somebody, and he asked me the same thing. How do we go from the Black Panther Party to the Bloods and Crips causing destruction within their own communities? I said two reasons: COINTELPRO and the death of Bunchy Carter and John Huggins. John Huggins and Bunchy Carter were I'm about to break it down to you, big bro. I'm about to break it down. John Huggins and Bunchy Carter were major members of the Black Panther Party in LA. And once again, COINTELPRO was spreading messages between them and this group called the US organization. The US organization was a Pan-African organization. This is kind of the reason why we really don't fuck with Pan-Africanism like that. The Pan-African, because we understand everybody don't want to be black. You know, we the only people that claim to be black, but you have Africans saying, I'm not a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got Jamaicans saying, I'm not black, I'm Jamaican. This is one reason why we don't fuck with Pan-Africanism, because they took two of our leaders. The messages and the letters between the US organization and the Black Panther Party started to get out of hand because...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I say?
No, go ahead. We'll get back to that. Go ahead. I'll get back to that. Go ahead.
Okay. The US organization was getting confused with the Black Panther Party because they were sending, the FBI was sending hate letters between the two groups to the point where UCLA, they had a black student union, and they asked, who do you want to work with you with the black student union? Do you want it to be the US organization, or do you want it to be the Black Panther Party? The UCLA Black Student Union chose the Black Panther Party because they was pushing progression and they was pushing revolution. The US organization was just like, hey, we black, we ain't fucking with nothing that's black. If you ain't fucking with black, you ain't fuck you. They was on that type of shit, to the point where they came to a meeting. I forgot who organized the meeting. They tried to organize a meeting between the Black Panther Party and the US organization, but due to the heated letters that the FBI was sending between the two groups, shit got out of hand, and somebody from the US organization had killed Bunchy Carter and John Huggins. Now you take that leadership and that structure out of LA when you had brothers that was leaving those street tribes in the late 60s going into the early 70s. You had brothers that was joining the Black Panther Party. You take that structure where Bunchy Carter and John Huggins had almost about 2,000 to 3,000 people within the Black Panther Party in LA alone. You take that structure and you take the head, the body gonna fall. So that's when in the early 70s, that's when you started seeing the Bloods and Crips come along, because there was no more family structure. There was no more unity. Motherfuckers figured if you can kill two people that was out there pushing the civil rights movement and revolution and unity, then fuck it. We ain't gonna do that shit no more. It is what it is. It's destroyed. That's when the Bloods and Crips came along. You take two people that was meaningful to the community, that was telling people, hey, let's get it together. Let's feed the babies. Let's teach socialism. Let's teach revolutionary. Let's teach a revolutionary mindset. You take them two dudes off the board, then people lose. That's what you cause confusion and disorganization. And that's exactly what happened. Because at every major city in this country, there was a Black Panther Party chapter. And every major city in this country, either it was drugs, violence, or intimidation that destroyed their leadership in these cities. And this is what we need in these cities now.
So, what is it that... Hold on, I'm fucking something up real bad right now.
You good. It's our first time rocking out on this podcast.
I am fucking up something really, really bad right now.
You good, big bro? Take your time. We building. We are building. There we go.
Why is that still in the front like that, though? You still see that like that?
Yeah, it's still in the middle.
Yeah, I gotta change that. How about this?
Hey, I can't lie to you. This shit
That
dope.
shit's good.
I fuck with StreamYard.
That's
This
just
shit
good
dope.
anymore. Yeah, this is my first time using it, so I'm still trying to figure it all the fuck out.
As I said, we build it. We build it, big bro. We
Good
build it.
thing ain't nobody watching this shit yet. And all
Ain't
of this
nobody
shit I could edit out.
jump in yet?
Yeah, all of this shit I could edit out though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna share this to my people as soon as we get done.
Can't do that. Huh? Nope. Still do. Let's do this.
There we go. There we go.
Alright, let's deal with that. Now we should be straight.
Yeah.
But on some real life shit, like
Mm-hmm.
I understand exactly what it is y'all doing.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, growing up, you know what I'm saying, gang banging all my life, it's like that shit is like if that don't sound like a gang, I don't know what the fuck does. You know what I'm saying? Outside
Yeah.
of, but well, here, wait. Let me stop, because I'm sure I'm gonna get trashed for that statement. I'm gonna get drugged for that statement. I'm not saying I'm talking about the way it's structured. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Between the people on the street to the higher ups to the ones that sit at the top. It's got all of the say because basically whatever you know what I'm saying, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. say, it trickles down to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad. Now the question becomes, like a gang, do you guys question
Come on.
question what you don't agree with? Do you guys like you know what I'm saying? Do y'all push back on shit that y'all don't agree with without fear of repercussions or
Yeah.
backlash?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all agree with everything this man says? And if you don't agree with it, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? How do you address it
You
without,
just
you know what I'm saying, the ridicule or the backlash? So basically you're telling me that basically everything that this man says out of his mouth is gospel. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all pretty much run with it.
not necessarily because you shouldn't believe anything. You shouldn't believe everything that everybody says.
Of
It's
course
up for you to
not.
go ahead and it's up for you to go ahead and do your own research whenever you hear anybody speak. You know, you always got to fact check and double back whenever you hear anybody speak. Because it's I can't lie to you, it's been some questionable things that I've heard and I've seen.
From
Um not
you
that
don't
I
gotta
can't
say nobody's name. You ain't gotta say nobody's name, but you know what I'm saying? Are we talking about people that's sitting up high that you could reach out and touch, or are we talking about people that's in Chicago that's sitting up, you know what I'm saying, laying the foundation for y'all, so to speak?
um people that we can reach out and touch in this city.
Oh, well,
Because
then you should have no problems questioning that.
yeah, because I caught a few people trying to join and spew bigotry and hatred rhetoric. And I had to stop them in their tracks. Like, if you're not here to preach peace and positivity and progression,
Yeah,
then
I ain't talking about that. I
mm-hmm.
ain't talking. I'm talking about the people that you get your information from. Y'all go to group meetings and shit. Y'all have like little
Yeah,
Zoomars or
yeah,
you know what
we
I'm
we
saying?
we have we have Zoom meetings and we go to group meetings. We it's called political education classes. Where
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Did y'all have
political
that once a week? Once
yeah,
a week?
every Wednesday. Yep, every Wednesday.
Probably around 7 o'clock, right
Yeah,
around sunset.
yeah.
Right around sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Right. And at some point y'all gonna have to start paying some type of financial dues. They ain't
No,
gonna ask you to wait. Yeah, yeah. They might not ask you directly for it. You know what I'm saying? Especially during this pandemic. But at some point, y'all gonna have to contribute financially to, you know what I'm saying, the structure of this organization. If not, where does the funding come from?
the funding comes from the people in their own chapters. Everybody
And
puts.
there, how? But how though?
We all come up with an agreement of what we gonna do, whether it be go feed the people or give out clothing donations, and we pitch in together about $20 to $30 a person, and we buy the
To who?
supplies
To one
to
person?
ourselves. We all make sure we spend $30 a piece, maybe $30 to $50 a piece, to make sure that we can get whatever supplies that we need individually. Everybody has their own task.
That's what's up.
Yep, everybody has their own task. Now you said eventually finances is gonna have to kick in. The moment that shit happens is the moment that I take this hoodie off and decide to
Why?
make my own chapter.
Why? Why?
Because that's capitalism at its finest.
Nah,
You
not.
mean I have to?
I understand what you're saying. I
Yeah,
understand what you're saying.
I have to
But
pay
it's
you to
no,
service
no,
the
no, no, no,
people.
no. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that you paying me anything. Say I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you paying me anything per se. At least that's not how I'm gonna pitch it to you anyway. I'm not gonna pitch it to you like that. It's no different from, you know what I'm saying, the pastor at the church. You know what I'm saying? The pastor gonna tell you that, you know what I'm saying, he needs to keep the lights on, and you know what I'm saying, we gotta pay the gas and make sure the deacon's wife get her surgery and all type of weird shit. So they passing out the motherfucking offering plate 3 or 4 times. Now keep in mind that the pastor don't pay taxes on shit
Right.
because everything is in the church's name and exempt.
Mm-hmm.
So the pastor don't pay taxes on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor ain't had a job in 20 motherfucking years. Pastor drive a car better than yours.
Yeah.
Pastor is drinking the finest of the champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Creflo Dollar, for example. This nigga got his congregation to buy him a jet
Peter
so that he
Popoff.
could go preach the gospel. They bought him a $6 million jet so he could go preach the gospel.
That's insanity. When that shit, they could just open up the book and learn on their own. Not like you said, the moment that conversation comes up is the moment I take this hoodie off and I start doing my own shit, which is very possible to do. Because
So
that's if that conversation comes up, that's contradictory of everything that was spoken about ever since October 15th, 1966. That's contradictory to
so
everything.
so you don't think that the Black Panthers ever did fundraisers?
Of course they did.
Oh, and who did that money go to?
Now we about to start talking about Minister of Defense Huey P. Newton.
Who did that money go to? And what did he do with that money?
Now we about to start. Now we about to start cooking with some grease right now.
Who did the money go to? And what did he do with it? So what makes these motherfuckers, and again, I'm not taking notes because I'm sure I'm going to get dragged crazy from what I'm saying. But what makes these dudes any different than a minister or the Catholic priest, you know what I'm saying, that's telling you that, you know what I'm saying, God needs you to donate 10% of your X, Y, and Z, 10% of your income. Where the fuck is that in the Bible?
Right. And you know what's crazy about that shit? It wasn't even 10% of the income. What they used to do back in the day in the Bible, they used to cook meals. That was how they offered. That's how they made the offers to the gods. They used to cook
because
meals.
that's all a lot of them had at the time
Yeah.
was what they hunted and gathered for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't have currency, no matter
Right.
what it was, whether it be silver, gold, whether it was trading cattle, or you know what I'm saying, produce,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't have it, so they had to work, or you know what I'm
Right.
saying, learn how to go get it on their own. There
Mm-hmm.
was no trade back then,
Mm-hmm.
so of course. But man, I have to ask myself, it ain't like they opening the books for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like let's just say that they did a GoFundMe for whatever. And I'm not saying that any of this is going to happen. I'm just saying, like, where does the money go? When y'all do fundraisers, you know what I'm saying, for the people in the community,
Mm-hmm.
who's the last person to get that money before they decide what gets done with it?
Mm-hmm.
And then that person decides what happens with that money.
Right. Those are questions that I know a lot of comrades ain't really having. Cause that's a conversation I never even thought of until you just brought it to me.
They not opening the books. They're not showing y'all that they spent $5 on socks and $15 on T-shirts. And, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna show y'all that. They can say, yeah, we made $200,000 and we gonna make sure that it's distributed out to the people. All y'all gonna know is, yeah, we made 200,000, and for the first 6 months, it's gonna look like we did everything for the people.
All right. That's what I was gonna say. You time will tell. You know what I'm saying? We kind of alluded to what happened with Huey P. Mr. Huey P. Newton. Time will tell with that. Cause I had a
Because Boy
conversation.
was a crook. Boy was a
Yeah.
crook.
I
You
had
know
a,
what I'm saying?
I had a conversation with somebody that was real close to Chairman Bobby Seale. And I asked him, I asked Chairman, I asked Chairman, or tell me the story why Chairman Bobby Seale left. And he said he left once he found out the criminalistic attitude or the criminality of what was going on within the Black Panther Party. And it's sad to say, man, but man, I don't want dog the man, but Minister Huey, man, he was at the center of a lot of that shit, man. It's sad to say that, but
So Dante Deshawn says, "What's up, Rocky? It's Double D Style Show."
tell my dog I said, "What up, man? Yeah, we live on YouTube." Um, the criminality of the criminality of the movement is why Chairman Bobby Seale decided to step back and leave the party. I think in like what 73 or 74, and that's when everything started to go downhill. You started to hear about certain leaders of that party, of the old Black Panther Party, embezzling funds and stealing food, stealing money from the breakfast programs and donations and shit like that. You started to hear shit like that. You started to hear about murders happening, people getting wiped off the board within the Black Panther Party. I think somebody referred my boy Mike, man. He referred me to read this book, and it was called Radical Son by David Horowitz. And
I heard of it.
you heard
I
of it?
heard of it. Yeah.
And he was kind of intertwined with the Black Panther Party because Eldridge Cleaver was a writer for Ramparts magazine. And you know, Eldridge Cleaver was the Minister of Information, and he was on some wild shit to the point where he cost the first member, which was little Bobby Hutton, to lose his life ambushing the police on
Well,
an ambush raid.
well, you have to understand that it had a certain image. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It had a certain image, and it was the whole, standing up to the police and this, that, and the third. It was that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, once I think somebody got beat, they beat somebody with a nightstick, if I'm not mistaken, that
Mm-hmm.
led up to the situation. They beat somebody with a nightstick or some shit, or somebody that was in jail. Some nut shit happened between them and the police.
It was a dude named Denzel Dow. He was a black man in the community in Oakland, and he was having run-ins with the police. He kept having run-ins with this police officer, and somebody overheard like a few days before the police officer killed Denzel Dow. Somebody overheard him say that I'm gonna kill you. So they tried to say Denzel Dow was running away, but dude had a bad leg. He had a gimpy leg, and when they did the autopsy on him, they found out that he had bullet holes that was in his armpits, like because he had his arms up.
This had to do with Bobby Hutton.
Little Bobby Hutton was the first member of the Black Panther Party, but the story with Eldridge Cleaver, why I really don't fuck with Eldridge Cleaver, is because he led that young boy into an ambush, and it got him murdered because the police thought that they was killing Bobby Seale, and they killed Bobby Hutton instead because they heard Eldridge Cleaver say, "Little Bobby, put your hands up." Now you see hear him say, "Bobby, put your hands up, Bobby." And they said the police said, "That's Bobby Seale, that's Bobby Seale," and they shot him 13 times. That's why I kind of alluded back to it. What I was saying about Eldridge Cleaver and Bobby Hutton is that's the reason why I really don't fuck with Eldridge Cleaver, because he was 1/3 of the criminalistic attitude that was going on within the Black Panther Party. He was causing all that chaos. He was getting into it with Bobby Seale and contradicting Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton, when them two dudes was the ones that sat down and started that movement. He came in there trying to hijack it.
So these niggas didn't even get along with themselves. Listening to you, these niggas didn't even get along with themselves. So then you got another sanction that came, 10 years later, 86, they started the new Black Panther Party.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a former Panther sue them for using the name.
Was it Chairman Bobby Seale?
I don't know who it was. Dude wouldn't say. And nobody else would say either.
It was probably Bobby Seale.
Somebody who was supposedly a former Panther ended up suing them for using the name. So what they did was they put new in front of it.
like that's gonna change anything.
So it did legally. It did legally. So you know what I'm saying? Now these niggas don't even get along with themselves. And then you know some other motherfuckers come in to try to follow y'all footsteps, and you know what I'm saying, continue where y'all left off or where y'all should have left off. And now y'all beefing with them. And now y'all don't even get along with them niggas. So it's like, what the fuck? Y'all don't even get along with them.
Cause if you're gonna ride the wave, man, if you're gonna have that Panther on your logo, if you're gonna have that shit on your logo, you're gonna say you a Panther and you're gonna represent, then you need to be following the format that was set down before you. Before it got fucked up, before it got corrupted. From about 66 to 72. You need to be following that format. They don't follow the format. Not at all. I'm telling you, man, to the point where it wasn't just one person hit me. It was multiple people that hit me like, bruh, is them your people down there on Fremont Street?
But you missed my whole story. You obviously didn't pay attention to nothing that I told you about how these dudes came to be. They weren't out to be Black Panthers. They were inducted into that. You know what I'm saying? They was essentially given that title and that name based off of the way they dress and the fact that they carry weapons.
Swagger jacket. Swagger jacket. If you're gonna move like that, then change your name. Change the name. Man. If you're not gonna move like you're supposed to move, I understand they was given that. But If that's not your case, if that's not your basis, why call yourself the new? Ain't no such thing as the new. That's like me. That's like me making Coca-Cola. I make something close to Coca-Cola. I make a cola. And somebody hit me like, nah, man, you can't use that name. All right, cool. I'm going to put the new Coca-Cola in front of it to make it different? That shit don't even make no sense what that dude was talking about.
Yeah, in order to get a Twitter verification, get that little blue check, they verify all of your information and shit. Make sure you are who you say you are. Most of the motherfuckers, they should start with the real X, Y, and Z person, the real A, B, and C person, the official A, B, and C person with a little blue check right next to their name. Right? That's them. Legally, that's theirs. Can't nobody take that from them. But if I put the new next to, you know what I'm saying? Legally, that's mine. It ain't got a blue check, but I'm still the new Black Panther Party. I just don't got that blue
man,
check.
shit don't fly, big bro. Nah, man, you can't correlate that, man. That don't
I'm
fly, big
talking
bro.
about
Nah.
legally. We're talking about legally. I don't know enough about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know enough about this subject. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm talking from a reform gangbangers perspective. Looking at it legally now. You know what I'm saying? Looking at shit legally now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Based off of, you know what I'm saying, being raised and being in these streets, really, really being outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? I look at shit, you know what I'm saying, from a legal aspect on a regular basis. It helps to know your rights. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't fuck with them using the name. And like I said earlier, them doing what they doing in the city and moving how they moving almost made it hard for me. Actually, it has made it hard for me. Because I tell people I'm a Black Panther, they don't even let me get to the Cubs part. We know who you are. We see y'all on the strip. We see y'all down on Fremont. We know who you are. We know what you do in the city. We're not fucking with that. I mean, thank you for coming to us and even offering us the opportunity, but now we're not fucking with that. That group alone has fucked up a lot of opportunities for what the Black Panther Party Cubs is actually trying to do in this city. Because they correlate the two. They automatically see the two and they think, oh, they rocking this. Nah, man. Nah. That's motherfucking Pepsi over there, man. We Coca-Cola, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's watered down. That's Dr. Pibb, man. We Dr. Pepper, baby.
I can dig it.
The motherfuckers is Mountain Breeze. We Mountain Dew. It's only one.
But back to my original question. If one person is calling all the shots and his information, whatever it is that he's thinking in his head, is trickling down to the people on the streets. It's somewhere in between those trickles, somebody doesn't agree with what's going on upstairs. How do you question what's being said without any type of ridicule or backlash or being kicked out of the Cubs?
Easily. You talk to them and you build. That's it. You just talk to them and build. Because in all honesty, there's no right or wrong when you having conversations and building. Especially when you're trying to especially when you're focusing on one goal, and that's servicing the people. You just talk to them. It's been many times I had to email Chairman Fred like, hey, Chairman, I need to ask you a question about this. And we talk.
And eventually you end up seeing his point of view.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Okay.
Not all
I'm
the
just
time.
trying to find out. That's all. I'm just trying to understand.
You just have conversations. You have conversations to build. It's not like what I say goes. You know what I'm saying? You could talk. You could talk to chairman and ask him questions. And hey, chairman, I got a question about this, or I got a disagreement about this. And y'all talk. You talk to him. You talk to chairman easily. You build with him.
He must be answering a lot of emails because it's a lot of y'all.
He is. That's one thing I can say about Chairman Fred. He'll talk to the people. He's accessible. He'll talk to you
about that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, but bro, I ain't just out here diving into something head first without making my own.
I'm just making sure, you know what I'm saying, you ain't blindly following the situation. Listen, I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, uplifting the black community and, you know what I'm saying, getting us where we deserve or should have been fucking centuries ago. I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? My thing is there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing out here. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Pharaoh and motherfuckers like that. Like Umar Johnson. And, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing that's taking advantage of people. That's just looking for something to say, yeah, this is my calling. Because, you know what I'm saying, somebody talking real slick to you or saying what they feel like you need to hear at that particular time. Because that's what niggas do.
Somebody mentioned that to me earlier. They said they said the same thing almost. They said almost the same thing you said, but not verbatim. They said, be careful. Just pay attention, open your eyes, and keep your ears open. Look and listen. Just be careful. Just pay attention. Because a lot of people out there.
If you can't go figure it out, if you can't go find it for yourself, you know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker tell you something and you can't go find it for yourself from multiple different sources, man, fuck that. If it don't make sense to you, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you to make it make sense to you.
Right.
If it don't, then, you know what I'm saying, somebody owes some bullshit. Listen, man, in this age of modern technology, there's no reason to be stupid. You could Google anything. You could Google anything. So if a motherfucker tell you something that don't seem right to you, fucking go research it. Go pull it up.
Yeah. Yep. Somebody told me that shit. They said, big boy, be careful. Just pay attention because motherfuckers, you got people that's around that movement, not just the Panthers, but you got people just around that movement in that area, in that aura, in that vicinity that might seem like they for the people, but real talk, they might have an ulterior motive. I was like, oh yeah, well,
shit. Look at the whole Black Lives Matter movement.
Oh,
they 90 million in the street they got. You know what I'm saying?
And ain't giving none to the other Black Lives Matter chapters.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them chapters they claim don't even represent them. We don't even know who these people are. Are you kidding me? You getting donations from all over the world to support black people, but that's not entirely what y'all doing. Why in the fuck would they need a tour bus?
Why she spending $1 million in real estate?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Tamir Rice's mom ain't getting nothing from y'all.
And she going hard.
You know what I'm saying?
What she doing.
Mike Brown White mom didn't get nothing from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Philando Castile fiance, she didn't get nothing from them. But they all profited off those people's, you know what I'm saying, grief.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ben Crump, the biggest crook since fucking Al Sharpton.
Man, every time somebody lay down, a nigga on the way there. Like that is crazy.
Crump, how in the fuck is this possible? You know what I'm saying? Right. And truth be told, you ain't won a case yet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't won nothing yet.
Hey,
George Floyd situation, Man, that wasn't nothing. They would have got that shit with me and you representing them niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
the 8 minutes and 46 seconds got them there.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit.
They'd have got that with me and you representing them.
Right.
So Breonna Taylor, God rest her soul, and I'm still fighting for that girl. But
right.
I think get her family $2 million or some weird number like that. Like, come on, man.
And I think they don't plan on prosecuting her shooters. So it's
But
like
Black Lives Matter didn't give none of these people nothing.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But they out here with the protests and the flags, and I got Black Lives Matter shit all in my house. I'm ashamed of it though.
No, don't be ashamed.
I'm not ashamed of the movement. I'm not ashamed of the movement because I support what it stands for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My only problem with Black Lives Matter is where the fuck are y'all when the shit is going sideways in Chicago?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all show up when the cameras show up. That's the only time you see Black Lives Matter people anywhere, when the cameras show up. You ain't heard Black Lives Matter. 160 people been shot this over this weekend.
Yeah,
you ain't heard nothing from a Black Lives Matter activist nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But let a cop kill a young black kid or some a minority period.
Right.
And watch how fast you see them Black Lives Matter flags again.
Right.
9-year-old kid just got shot in the back of the head in Chicago. I don't see them out there protesting and making no noise for that. Where's the fucking riots for that? Where is it? Why we ain't standing in front of the police station every day acting a motherfucking fool? Why y'all ain't knocking on Mayor Lightfoot's motherfucking door?
Because she ain't got the answers. she ain't got the answers.
Well, put the pressure on her little ass.
Right.
Put the pressure on her little ass and she'll figure it out, or she'll get some motherfuckers around her that'll help her figure it out.
That's one thing we out here trying to do in Vegas too. We trying to turn the community into the classroom, or turn the community into a classroom where we out here talking to leaders of these young kids and leaders of these street tribes out here, and we trying to politicize them and let them know what's going on. Like you further helping in the narrative of destruction that's been passed on.
So let me
generations.
ask you a question. Why you keep calling them tribes?
Because you belittle it. When you call somebody a gangbanger, you belittle the person and the actual cause of what it was in the beginning. Nobody wants to be called
call it a tribe. That helps the situation.
Because that's necessarily what it is.
You know what a gang is? You know what the definition of a gang is?
A unit of people.
An organized organization.
Ooh. But when you say
a gang in the Webster's dictionary is an organized organization.
But when you add gang banger to it, that takes away the whole.
That's what they are, though. That's what they are. Can't tell me. I did it all my life. That's what they are.
It just puts a sour taste to it, though.
Good. They should feel that way.
That's why I call them
street. They should feel like that.
That's why I call them street tribes.
I'm not calling them niggas no tribe.
That's what they necessarily are.
Yeah, they may be. But you know what I'm saying? That whole calling it a tribe is almost coddling a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't, you know what I'm saying, standing on shit. Because now, I'm not going to sit here, wait. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what I'm saying, some of them don't do good. You know what I mean? Give back to the neighborhood. Because I know, you know what I'm saying, when we was doing it, on the blocks that we was on, we kept them clean. And, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers didn't have to too much worry about much or nothing. You know what I'm saying? On the blocks that we was getting money on. But outside of that, nah, nigga, I didn't do nothing good. And I don't know too many niggas that did.
That's why we trying to change the narrative.
that's calling them a tribe gonna help them.
Nah, but it'll give it'll change the narrative to the word gangbanger. It'll change the narrative to the word gangbanger. I find it foul calling people gangbangers.
They should feel that way. They should feel disrespected. Who wants to be labeled that? But a motherfucker that ain't on shit.
And on top
Who
of that,
wants to be labeled a gangbanger?
And on top of that, not to make excuses for them, but
that's what you're doing.
A lot of people, a lot of these kids never had the opportunity to see anything positive.
I didn't either.
That's why we try and change the narrative, big bro.
I get it. I understand that. But we could change the narrative by calling it what it is, though. See, that's the problem. Everybody want to be politically correct. Everybody want to beat around the bush to get to the corner. Fuck that. If you don't put it on the table for what it is, how do you address the problem?
You address the problem by talking to him.
Right.
It's not beating around the bush. It's almost like some Bob Ross shit. You know how Bob Ross do his paintings and all that? He do his drawings. He fuck up, make a scuff mark. He clean that shit up. That's what we doing.
Right.
We're cleaning the scuff mark. That was the narrative in history when it come to young black men, young Asian men, young Hispanic men. We changing the narrative to that.
Let me tell you something else about Bob Ross. Before he painted his picture, he told you what he was going to paint. So he already knew what he was getting ready to do. You already knew what it was.
He knew he was going to fuck up.
Paint a house sitting off the lake. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to paint a house sitting off the lake. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm going to make the lake, and then I'm going to build the house up behind it. So he already told you what it was. Yeah. Now, it's no sense on him, you know what I'm saying, starting on the back of that canvas where he gonna work end up on the front of the motherfucker anyway. So why do I need to call these niggas a tribe when they're gangbangers?
Nah, man.
Because the tribe don't need to talk to you. The gangbangers do. You out there in Vegas? How many Native Americans you know?
Ooh.
No. And how many of them gangbangers?
Yeah, I don't know no Native Americans out here. They
bet you know a bunch of Mexicans though.
Huh?
Bet you know a bunch of Mexicans, don't you? How many of them gangbangers? Most of them. 85% of them. Right? 85% of them. The other 15%, they probably doing they 1-2. Nah, I won't even say that. I'll say another 5% of them is doing they 1-2, dipping in and out of the streets, but trying to straddle the fence. And then you got that last 10% that's pretty much on the straight and narrow, doing they 1-2. That's the tribe. That's the tribe. That's the motherfuckers you don't need to talk to. It's that 85% motherfuckers, the gangbangers. It's the motherfuckers you need to hold a conversation with.
I just didn't want to. I don't like to belittle them when I'm out there talking to them or talk. Yeah, I don't like to call them gangbangers.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, you gotta call it what it is, B.
I know, but when you
gotta call it what it is, B.
When you see something more for somebody, you want something more for somebody. You don't. Just like, I don't. It's hard to explain. It's like when you want something more for somebody, you know if they put their mind to it and put the effort to it, they can be that. It's like this. You see a young kid in the boxing gym training, right? You know he gonna make something out of his career if he work hard enough and try to make it with boxing, right? What you gonna call him, big bro?
The boxer.
Let's go, champ. Come on, champ. You put that in their mind early. Let's go, champ. Come on, man.
Ain't
You
that
can
what
make it.
your
Let's go,
dad did?
champion.
Ain't that what your dad did? I know that for a fact. That's what your dad did.
Absolutely.
In more than one sport. In more than one sport.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You put it in a hair early to try to push them to actually get to that goal. You know, if they don't get to that goal, that's on them. But you want to try to put it in their hair early that they could be more than this name. They can be more than what they stipulated to be. They can be more than just a game banger. That's why you differentiate that shit. I saw a post earlier. It said, stop calling your kids little niggas. They're little architects. They're little scientists. They're little doctors. The more you put a name on something is what they'll think they are and what they'll become.
I'll give you that. I'll agree with that 100%. But once we know what they are, we gotta call them little niggas what they are. Gangbangers. They architects. These niggas they chemists. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely chemists and pharmacists. They scientists
Yeah,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? You call them niggas what the fuck you have. That's the thing. Again, everybody won't be so politically correct. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, instead of addressing the issue in front of you, you know what I'm saying? Call it a spade a spade. You wouldn't call a racist a motherfucking a good man, whether he black or white.
No, because I know what he is. But okay, like you said.
But you calling him, but for that, it is what it is. It's on the table. We know what you are.
If you call somebody a nigga and you white, yeah, get to the left. But
if I'm out here slanging, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and I'm letting the can go 2-3 times a week, I'm a try.
You know, I had a point I was gonna make, but you fucked me up with that racist point. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? You stalemated me.
It is what it is. You have to call it what it is. The problem is motherfuckers are so afraid to put shit on the table. It's on the table now. We know what we hitting for. I know that this motherfucker don't fuck with me strictly because of my race. Be it black, white, Mexican, Asian, whatever the fuck it is.
But
you know that individual don't fuck with you strictly because of your culture.
Check this out. Would you want somebody to call you a black man, or would you want somebody to call you a nigga?
I wouldn't want anybody to call me a nigga. That's a fight.
Because in history, what we are to them, we're niggas. And to history, what the gangbangers are, or the people in the street tribes, the gangbangers. You gotta flip the narrative. You gotta change the narrative.
No. You are what you accept. If you accept them calling you a nigga, then that's what you are.
You can still be called a nigga without accepting it, though, big bro.
And it's what you do about it. It's your reaction to that. You know what I'm saying? Now, understand something. I live in Jersey, one of the most racist states in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And the thing about Jersey is you got some of them motherfuckers that's incognito with their racism. And then you got other ones that, you know what I'm saying, to call you a fucking nigga 50 times in the middle of the fucking police parking lot.
Did you see what happened yesterday in Mount Laurel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you tagged me in that shit. Yeah, you seen it.
Yeah.
That was disappointing. That was disappointing as fuck.
The problem with that whole situation was the nigga put his address out there.
Sure did.
And he lives in a black fucking complex. Now that's probably Mount Laurel ain't cheap to live in. Let's put it out like that. Mount Laurel ain't cheap to live in. On top of the fact that you got all of these different factions in southern New Jersey, where you know what I'm saying, you got all of these different races and nationalities and religions out here that's coming together, protesting and marching and all of that. it's been incredible these last couple of years watching, you know what I'm saying, the growth of it. So when there is a situation like this out here now that, you know, could potentially go viral and a motherfucker don't gotta really look for you, you tell them where to pull up. Mount Laurel is 20 minutes from anywhere in southern New Jersey. Camden, Atco, Trenton is probably maybe 45 minutes, but Blackwood, Penns Grove, Salem, it ain't that far. It ain't that far. And if you give a nigga your address and a nigga on some bullshit, especially if they're on some bullshit with you, and they know it's a bunch of other niggas with them too that's on the same bullshit, we all coming.
We coming. Don't hesitate.
We don't even gotta look for you. You told us where to come.
3602 West Gramercy Ave.
Yeah, you told us where to come. And you know what? A whole bunch of niggas said, God damn, I know exactly where that is. Because that's the first thing that came to my head. I'm like, I saw it on your page. I'm like, damn, Gramercy Way. I know what Gramercy Way is.
Yep.
It was a shitload of niggas that said that Gramercy Way. Nigga, I know what the fuck Gramercy Way is. It ain't too many places in Mount Laurel nigga could get caught.
Right.
You get caught in Gramercy Way and they ain't gonna fuck with you. They might fuck with you coming out of there. They ain't gonna fuck with you going in there. There ain't too many places in Mount Laurel you as a black person can roam freely without getting, you know what I'm saying, them cherries pulled on. So, but you know, for this dude, you know what I mean, you put it out there like it wasn't gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing now. You can't go anywhere in southern New Jersey. Anywhere in fucking Delaware County, Pennsylvania. You may not even be able to go to Lehigh County. There's no way. There's no place in New Jersey you can go. And you damn sure can't go back to Gramercy Way.
Right. Because
you damn sure can't go back. You can't. You everywhere now, B. You like the president for motherfuckers out here. Everybody know you. Yeah. The nigga hot right now. Everybody know you. You can't go nowhere. So, you know, you put yourself out there. Niggas came to holler at you, and that's that.
Right. You got pulled up on. It is what it is at that point, player.
You know what I'm saying? You out there showing motherfuckers your green sheets, and these are my charges, and they let me go for that. Cause I'm like, man, listen, all that apology shit don't mean nothing. I can bet you my life them people coming to see you. And sure enough, the very next video I see a few hours later, it's 1,000 niggas standing outside Gramercy Park. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, you see they took his pizza? That nigga ordered a pizza and the people in the crowd took his shit and was eating it. It was like, nope, you ain't eating, you ain't getting nothing delivered, you ain't coming outside.
The truth of the matter is, that nigga probably never went to the Burlington County. He probably never went to Burlington County for the simple fact that they knew that the police couldn't stay out there all night. And they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But them people would have, especially if they know the police left. They'd have stayed out there.
Yeah.
And then they had to get him out of there. So they played it like they arrested the nigga and took him to a different location. You could bet your ass on that.
Yeah,
you could bet your ass on that. That nigga didn't go to jail. No. All of a sudden the DA, now the DA wants to fucking arrest this nigga. Y'all just gave him green sheets, summonses to fucking come to the court later.
Right.
Nigga, you get a DUI out here, you got to go to the police station.
Right.
You out here calling motherfuckers monkeys and harassment with bias intent. That's a step down from a hate crime in New Jersey.
I was gonna say, that's
30 seconds from a hate crime in New Jersey.
Let somebody that would have been an Asian family out there getting called all kind of Asian stereotypical names. That would have been a part of the Asian hate crime bill that old boy passed.
Yeah.
So this is the question. When are we gonna get one of them?
You ain't gonna get one.
Right.
You ain't gonna get one.
Right. Because the first thing they're gonna say is we need to clean up our community first. Black on black crime. I'm like,
well, they ain't giving us no opportunities to clean it up.
thank you.
The thing about this is, as long as there's the crime rate is steadily increasing in these urban neighborhoods, there'll never be jobs there because nobody's going to bring their company there.
Right.
If I got a company, if I got a franchise, why would I want to risk my insurance being dumb high to bring it out here for y'all to fuck it up?
Right. Right.
Why would I risk the safety of my employees getting to and from work to put them in the middle of some bullshit?
Right.
No.
That makes sense.
No.
That makes sense.
So as long as the crime rate stays where it is,
yeah,
it's only going to get worse because there won't be any jobs.
Right.
As long as they keep burning down their neighborhoods every time something don't go right, you burning down your own shit. Go downtown and burn that motherfucker up. Because the white folks ain't gonna let you do that.
No,
they ain't gonna let you tear that shit up. They'll let you tear up your own shit that you gonna need in a couple months. Damn, man, I need to go to the corner store. Fuck, we burn that bitch down. Damn, I need to run down here to Walmart. Fuck, we looted that shit. Took everything out that motherfucker. Ain't nothing in there now. Fuck.
When the George Floyd protest was popping off last year, I was rooting for it in the beginning. I was fuck that. Tear that shit up. Fuck that. We don't own that shit. When I started thinking about it, like, that shit caused a lot of destruction in areas where a lot of those resources and supplies was needed. I was rooting for that shit in the beginning. Run up in it. Fuck that. Run up in that shop right. Run up in that Walmart. Nigga, turn that. Nigga, hit them stores. Hit that mall up. And I was like,
I'm gonna tell you some real live shit, yo. When the Bulls was out there winning the championships in Chicago, we was gang banging heavy.
Yeah.
We was gang banging heavy. And I remember when they won in '96.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my cousin was riding around. We didn't loot nothing. We didn't take nothing. We didn't touch nothing. We were just riding around.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking, and watching these niggas tear up the motherfucking city. You know what I'm saying? The very next morning, you riding around in those same areas, and the fucking buildings smoldering, and there's glass everywhere, and fucking diapers, and fucking. It was fucking ridiculous, man. Y'all niggas out here tearing up y'all own shit because the Bulls won the championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit didn't make no sense. No sense at all. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the fucking the fucking Ferguson, Mike Brown. Like, y'all tearing up your own shit. This is your shit. Go downtown and tear up the white people's shit. This is your shit. Y'all gonna need this shit in the morning. Your grandma gonna need that pharmacy y'all in there looting for the motherfucking perks. You know what I'm saying?
At first, when that shit was taking place, I kind of felt like the city was declaring war on the citizens in that city because they was out there protesting what was going on, and they came out there deep telling them get the fuck back in the house, and they was resisting the police telling them to get the fuck back in the house. That's when the shit popped off. So that shit was kind of like.
But they tore up Ferguson. They tore up Ferguson. Ferguson didn't do nothing to them. The police did.
Yeah.
Them stores, you know what I'm saying? Again, that shit in their own fucking neighborhood. Stores that they frequent on a regular basis. Now you got to take your black dollars out of your own neighborhood into the white areas because y'all didn't go burn that shit up and those buildings still standing and you still need that same shit.
Right.
Now you just took your money that we used to recycle in our own communities and now you just forced it outside. I think the white folks, they don't give a fuck. You tear up y'all shit. We know where y'all gonna come.
Right.
The next town over.
Now you gotta drive 30 to 50 miles to get groceries.
Listen, man. Listen, understand something. This is the society that we live in. And I understand motherfuckers is hurting right now. This pandemic put a lot of niggas under the gun. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers unemployed. But also, you know what I'm saying, that extra $300 that they giving motherfuckers for unemployment, that ain't helping the situation at all. You know what I'm saying? That ain't helping the situation at all. If it's like that, then they should take that extra $300 and put it towards daycare and not give it directly to. Because a lot of people are saying that they can't afford the daycare. Okay, cool. Take that $300 and make it a daycare fund. Mm-hmm. Now you can go back to work.
Right. That's another thing. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good?
No, I said that's another thing that's happening out here is they talking about a lot of people don't want to go back to work, which is partially true, because I know a lot of people that's on unemployment and their jobs been calling them back and they try to run that shit. I think unemployment out here in October. They trying to run that shit to the ground. They try to get whatever they can about that shit.
But the thing about it is, when they ready to go back or when they have to go back, the jobs that they could have went back to, they ain't gonna be able to run with because somebody else gonna have it already.
Yeah, somebody took their job.
Some people still out here looking for work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So while y'all sitting around playing that game, and when that fucking federal money run out, guess what? Now you back to looking for a job, and that job that would have been $18 for you today, probably gonna be $15 for you. You know what I'm saying? In 2 months. Why?
Right.
Because we already got a motherfucker that could do that shit now.
Right.
But we just need an extra hand. You ain't a necessity no more.
Yeah, you not that guy no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, as a supervisor that was like literally out here looking for qualified people, some of the resumes that I saw, man, it was like, man, what the fuck is this? What am I supposed to do with this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, these niggas is bugging.
I think we headed for another shutdown in a minute too, because they're talking about the numbers is going back up.
I don't give a fuck. I'm vaccinated.
You took the vaccine?
Hell yeah, I took it.
Oh shit!
You're absolutely right. I took it.
How you feel after you took it?
I didn't have no issues.
Ain't you the Johnson joint?
Yep, my arm was sore where they gave me the shot, but that was for about 3 or 4 days. Outside of that, I was fine. I ain't wore a mask since. I ain't wore a mask since.
Yeah.
My wife vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why Jaden ain't vaccinated is because he got heart murmurs and shit. So they talking about that vaccine may inflate his heart. So now we gonna leave him out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That little nigga is going back to school in September. You can bet your ass on that. You gotta get the fuck out of this house.
Where you going? What school?
He gonna be in 8th grade. Jaden will be in 8th grade. No, he going to C.W. Lewis.
Oh, okay. Hey, does Lindenwood Middle still exist?
Nope. Yeah, I think it does. It is Lindenwood Middle. It ain't no junior no more. They all at fucking what is it? Lindenwood High School down there by the police station.
Yeah.
They're out there by the police station.
Man, I was fucking 2 quarters away from going to Lindenwood Middle, man. I mean Lindenwood High School, man. Man.
Yeah, they got Timber Creek down there now.
That's a school?
Yeah, Timber Creek is a high school down there now. Next to the police station.
Huh. Man, I gotta come back home, man. I gotta see it just one time.
Yeah, it's a big ass high school right next to the Lindenwood police station.
That's crazy.
That should be there for years.
Timber Creek.
That should, yeah, Timber Creek High School been there for a minute. That motherfucker was pretty when they built it. I ain't seen it in a while, though.
Yeah.
I ain't got no reason to go down that street no more. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Why the hell they put two high schools in the city for?
This not. It's one is a middle school. The junior high and the middle school is all a junior high now.
They ain't got Lindenwood High School no more?
It's Timber Creek.
Oh wow. They just changed
Ain't
the
no
whole
Lindenwood
name.
High School. No, it's a whole new building in a whole new area. The high school is the old. Remember, the junior high and the high school used to be together.
No, when I was there, this was like 17 years ago. When I was there, it was Lindenwood Middle School, and then the other school was Lindenwood High School. It was kind of by like those by those apartments. I forgot where it was at, but yeah, they had Lindenwood Middle, and then I remember they were talking about we got Lindenwood High School, and it was like a few blocks away.
The apartments was
Mm-hmm.
across the White Horse Pike.
Yeah,
The
I think it
apartment
was in that
was
area.
across the
Yeah,
White Horse Pike, right? Across the
yeah.
street from the White Horse Pike, right? Then I was the high school and the junior high and the high school was all together.
Oh
It was just in
wow.
two different parts of the building.
Yeah.
It was just in two different parts of the building. Now that's all the junior high, and you know what I'm saying. The high school is a whole different area.
Timber Creek High School. Wow.
Yeah, Timber Creek.
Man,
That motherfucker big as shit though.
I can believe it. All them damn tax dollars they taking from people up there. They was killing motherfuckers in taxes.
Yeah, well, it's quiet out that motherfucker now. Police ride around on bikes at night, so you get caught running around out that motherfucker.
What the
Fucking Lindenwood will be playing them games.
Yeah, I heard for a while it had got bad up there. It
Oh, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was fucked up for a minute out there. It was fucked up. Arborwood, fucking La Cascada, fucking Stonington Court, all of them shits, man. All of that shit was fucked up.
Stonington Court.
All of that shit. Yeah, all of that shit. All of them shits has been renamed now. Ain't none of that shit the same no more. Except for Coachman. Coachman still Coachman.
Yeah. Kings Row still up there? Or they changed the name too?
Yep, it's still there.
Kings Row Apartments. Wow.
Yep. Kings Row is like 5 minutes from my house. Like literally right up the street from us. You know who lived right next to it? Lisa. Lisa lived right next to that motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember that. Boy, man. Bringing back memories.
I don't know why.
I mean, for 14, 15 years, that's almost all I knew.
Yeah, well, you know other shit now. You know other shit now. You know like I know. Stay the fuck away from him, man.
I'm gonna come back and visit. I'm gonna slide back, man. I gotta see it this one time.
I'm saying it's an all right place to visit. You know somebody, but I don't live out this motherfucker. Jersey a police state for real. It's a police state for real.
Yeah.
They get all their revenue off. They get all their revenue off the motherfucker. Between taxes and you know what I'm saying, the police out here. Crazy.
I seen a lot of my friends I went to middle school with. Some of them is police officers now. A lot of them got like Blue Lives Matter on their shit. I'm like,
Well, that's the culture they're in.
Right.
Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. Now you know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's some of them that's police, but it's just some of them that's regular civilians still pushing that Blue Lives Matter shit. And I'm like, oh man, come on, man. How far time has come and time changes shit, man. Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah, well, that's their culture, bro. You can't be
That
mad at that.
it was just sad to see. Cause I'm like, man, y'all pushing some shit that don't even really hold no weight.
You don't know that. It hold weight to them.
And it hold weight to these motherfuckers out here in Vegas too.
Yeah.
This
Of course
this
it does.
this city's so undercover racist. It's disgusting. Not even undercover racist. It's blatantly racist. You got motherfuckers out here tying Confederate flags to the back of their pickup trucks out here. Ain't never even been to the South.
Well, they showing you who they are. Don't listen. You can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that.
That's true.
Cannot be mad at that.
Motherfuckers show you who you are, you gotta believe them, right?
Fact.
it just is what it is at that point. Ain't no stopping or changing nothing. You just gotta roll with the punches. Man. But shit, I'm glad we had
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, I'm glad we had a chance to sit down and chop this up real quick, man. I'm gonna jump off this thing. I'm gonna see if I can't edit this and get it right.
What's the next topic gonna be on the next episode? What we talk about next
I
time?
don't even know, man. I don't even know. That shit that you told me earlier just popped in my head. I'm like, this nigga gang banging on the low.
Hey, now that you said that, it put it into perspective because I'm starting to understand. Like, you ever played Mortal Kombat 11?
Nope. I play Call of Duty though, and I only do that on my phone.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna correlate it. I'm gonna tie everything in and try to make it make sense. The main villain in Mortal Kombat 11 is a woman named Chronica, and she's able to manipulate time to actually have time work in her favor to make her storyline the way she wants the Mortal Kombat universe to go, right? So in the recent reboot, Raiden ends up killing Liu Kang, right? And big bro, you there?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Okay, my bad. In the recent reboot, Raiden ends up killing Liu Kang. And Raiden has a issue with that to the point where he's like, how can I reverse time and make things different? And in Mortal Kombat 11, this last one, him and Liu Kang, Raiden and Liu Kang keep having a fight, but it keeps ending up in the same result of Raiden ended up killing Liu Kang. And now that you brought that up to me, you said it seemed like we gang banging. I'm looking at it again. I'm like, even though time has passed, we are low key in a divisive state to the point where Panthers are beefing with Panthers on the low again.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit just came to my mind the whole time we was talking about it. I'm like, oh shit. And when you said them niggas didn't even low key get along with each other. I'm understanding it. I'm like, yo, it's just going around in one big ass circle. The Panther Cubs are low key beefing with the new Black Panther Party.
Yeah, and gang bang.
Yeah, and if shit don't change,
y'all gonna come to blows.
Boy. Mm.
And that's the truth. Egos gonna start taking over. You know where it's gonna start? It's gonna start on social media. It's gonna start on social media. Somebody gonna make some type of weird ass live and say something slick about, you know what I'm saying, somebody in the upper echelon or the upper bracket of somebody else's, you know what I'm saying, organization, and then you know what I'm saying, that person gonna respond. If that person don't respond, one of his people's gonna be like, I'm his shooter. You know what I'm saying? I'm his shooter. I'm gonna speak for him. He ain't gotta say nothing. You know what I mean? And then that shit gonna spill out into the streets. You know why? Because y'all all know each other. Y'all
Yep.
all know where to find each other. Y'all be at the same motherfucking charity function. Half of y'all licensed to carry anyway.
So
Some
it's
of them
like,
motherfuckers is looking for a reason to act stupid.
so it's like, man, history, low key, before it even hit to the boiling point, it's low key repeating itself.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Be
I'm
careful.
a street nigga, always have been. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm outside. You know what I mean? So when you was talking to me about it earlier, and you was like, "Oh, I couldn't hear you, bro. I couldn't hear you." I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call him later, and we're gonna hold this conversation. But like, I was telling you then, like that shit sound like a game. I was telling you then. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that they doing anything wrong. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, they commit any felonies or any nefarious acts. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about the way the structure is built and the hierarchy and how information trickles from the top to the bottom. And there's influences all the way in between that. And then you got the niggas on the ground. And those the niggas that's on Instagram. Those the motherfuckers that's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's like Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
ooh.
saying? They both had their set of soldiers. Elijah Muhammad was just more powerful. But even Malcolm X had people that was willing to die for him all over what they believe in. That's all it is. It's all over what they believe in. I'm not gonna say either one of them was doing anything wrong. I don't know that Malcolm X was doing anything wrong. Even though I hear weird shit about Elijah Muhammad, I can't verify that information.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
we,
saying? We're not
yeah,
even gonna put that in the street because unless you can verify that information, I wouldn't even repeat that.
yeah. That's always some shit. Him and Malcolm know,
You know what I'm saying? So
and both of them gone.
I've
So
I've
it's
I've
like
I've, I've yet to hear anybody to come and say, you know what I'm saying? Yes, this is true. I,
Farrakhan.
you know what I mean? Never.
Farrakhan admitted it.
Nah,
He's,
fuck
he
that.
he said he knew about the concubines. He knew.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't
I say,
believe that.
hey, we get off. I'm gonna send you a link.
Yeah, he might have said it. He might have said that. But why would you still continue to praise and follow him if that's the case? If you knew he was a pedophile, why would you still praise and follow him? And why did none of the females, after all of this time, come forward? You think that
Ooh.
their lives could still be in jeopardy?
I mean, if you
Elijah
got
Muhammad
five
been
people,
dead. He been
I'm
dead.
about to say back then. I mean, if you got five people that are willing to go up and shoot somebody at a meeting in broad daylight, you got some
Like
dangerous
I said,
motherfuckers on your squad.
I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you don't. But Elijah Muhammad been dead. And even before he was dead, he was losing his, his hold on the nation.
Mm,
Even Farrakhan branched off from that.
yeah,
Started the
he
fruit of
did.
Islam. The fruit of Islam.
Yeah.
Really? But he still praises Elijah Muhammad. And again, I'm not taking any of that from him.
Mm-hmm.
But my
Mm.
question to you is, if he did say that that is true, why would your religious beliefs, your morals, allow you to continue to follow?
Because I guess that was a part of their religious belief on the low. You see what they said about
minors
Muhammad?
though, minors,
Yeah, in in,
minors.
in, the, in the Quran, yeah, Muhammad, his
Yeah,
wife was 12 years old.
oh man, listen.
You didn't know that?
None. I don't give a fuck about the Bible or none of that. None of that's okay. None of
Yeah,
that's okay. None
that's
of
what
that's okay.
they said in the Quran. That's why I'm like, when I be seeing people push Islam, and I'm like, hey, hold on now, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I'd
hey,
have to see that. I'm not gonna repeat that. I'm not.
I'll
All I'm
send
gonna
it
say
to
is
you.
allegedly.
I'll
All
send
I'm
it.
gonna say is allegedly, because listen, I would have a hard time believing that the minister Farrakhan would still follow and praise. If he said that, yeah, that would strike me as odd. That would
In
strike
the
me that
Holy
as odd if
Quran.
he follow him.
In the Holy Quran, Muhammad's wife was 12 or 13 years old. That's in the Holy Quran.
Yeah, I would have to look that up. I'm saying I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like no, that's not okay.
It's not. It's definitely not okay. But that's the
Yeah, I don't
line
give a
they
fuck.
push.
Like Jesus could be standing here in front of me like my son. You may have that 12-year-old pussy. No, nigga.
That's the line they was pushing.
Nah, I'm straight on that, B.
Right.
Straight on that.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm good on that. But yeah, like come on, man. Come on. Like my only thing is ego, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen tomorrow, or next week, or next year. But if somebody doesn't step up and say, hey, listen, we're gonna make this a round table type thing, and it ain't gonna be no big eyes or and everything is gonna always be transparent amongst us and the rest of the teams. Until something like that happens, bro. Yeah, this is a game. This is a this is yeah, this is yeah. Because this is going to get physical at some point. If you feel the way that you feel about what they're doing out there, imagine how many other people feel that way.
I'm telling you, man,
And then you,
motherfuckers was hitting me. Like, bruh, I don't know if them your people down there or not. They not even saying, this is the cold part about it. They not even putting the new in front of their shit. They out there with Black Panther Party, Panther Power hoodies. They not even putting the new on their emblems. They out there just saying the Black Panther Party. And I'm like, it's so much underlying shit that's happening. Just I can just imagine in this city alone, but the cities across the country of people that's trying to push the same line. It's so much like, prime example. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go, big bro. I know you tired. We was doing political education class, listening to Chairman Fred talk. This dude got on there and was like, Chairman. Dude got on there and said, Chairman Fred, it's somebody in my city that's coming up with a Black Panther Party. He said, who? Ain't no such thing as no motherfucking Black Panther Party. Listen, I'm involved in it. And I said, ooh.
but he ain't say nothing because I didn't hear him address that publicly. Not a fucking word from the chairman, Fred Hampton Jr. about that. Not one word. Now, this is a conversation that he having amongst y'all. But if this young cub knows that these people is coming into his city, other people do too. So why not address that publicly? Or get at the person that they believe is trying to start this organization out there. This person. Why would
Damn.
he not?
Damn.
Come on, man. Like, why aren't you addressing that publicly? I see you, you know what I'm saying, in the streets. It looked like in Chicago, if you ask me, it looked like the nigga was in the street. I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna call him a nigga. It looked like the brother was in the streets. Now I'm not gonna do that to him. It looked like the brother was in the streets, trying to mentor some kid in Chicago. That was very public. That was very public. I think that was like a 30-minute video, if I'm not mistaken. So why not do a quick PSA for anybody trying to move in? You don't even got to directly direct it at one in particular person. Make it a broad statement. So it's very, very clear because apparently he got a strong following.
You do.
So
You do. You do.
you share that once, somebody else share it, and before you know it, you know what I'm saying? The whole congregation got it. Even the ops.
Man.
Because we all know as people in the bushes always watching. You got your haters always watching. The shit on other people's platforms. Thing is, I'm the same person, man. I don't change nothing, but I'm not gonna be sat in this box with a bunch of motherfuckers that I don't know, talking back and forth, sending threats to each other. Oh, man, I'm not doing all of that shit, man. Y'all can do that.
I
I'm gonna
think
get over here.
Like you said, if shit don't get addressed 9 times out of 10, that's what's gonna happen. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it with the bigger picture now.
It's a long run, man.
I was just headstrong about it, like fuck them niggas. We don't fuck with them niggas. And now that I had that conversation with you.
You ain't the only one that's thinking that way, though.
Yeah,
they probably thinking like that about y'all too.
Yeah.
And they just waiting for a reason to pop off. Fuck them niggas. They ain't Panthers. Y'all, them niggas is Cubs. What the fuck are you talking about? You a Cub. You ain't even a Panther, nigga. That's like a recruit.
Right.
you like a recruit. So, of course, they looking at y'all sideways. And all you niggas are standing up there. I ain't even gonna call y'all niggas. My bad. I'm gonna take that back too. All y'all standing up there with, you know what I'm saying, your chest poked all out with something to prove.
Yeah.
Y'all just getting all of this new information that y'all channeling in, and you know what I'm saying, processing. The chairman said X, Y, Z, and we should move in A, B, and C accord. And they ain't moving like the chairman said we should be moving. So we're gonna move them up out of the way. Forgetting that them dudes got their own set of rules and values that they running under that ain't got nothing to do with what the chairman talking about.
Yeah.
So basically, it's fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go do what the chairman talking about. We gonna go do what Aaron over here back in Texas telling us to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna go do what Aaron, who's a former Black Panther, but now is supposed to be allegedly the founder of the new Black Panthers back in 1986 in Dallas, Texas. Started out chasing down drug dealers in all black. That's how they got their name. It had nothing to do with them, the original Black Panthers. They wasn't trying to be on their team. Aaron was a former Black Panther and somehow became the founder of the new Black Panthers. And truth be told, dude had been active in 20 years. Leave it to him.
We don't even know who the chairman of the Black Panther Party, the new Black Panther Party out here is.
Why would you care?
We see them dudes, but we don't know them.
Y'all don't even interact with them dudes. Like, that don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to have the same ultimate goal. But, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't even interact with them. Y'all gang banging.
Yeah, we do this. And that's exactly what we do. Them niggas look at us, we look at them. All right. And we just keep going. Like, ain't no, What's up, comrade? We don't call them comrade.
Y'all gangbanging.
They ain't the comrades.
Why? Why? Why not? Why?
Maybe the main reason why is because they teach separatism.
Y'all
they
civil
teach
rights
separatism
banging.
and hatred.
Yeah, y'all civil rights banging. Y'all civil rights banging. It's Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even say that because, well, I mean,
y'all civil rights banging. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Civil rights activists banging. That's what y'all doing. They over there, you know what I'm saying, with their ultimate goal, or what they think the best route to get into civil justice is. Y'all over here with y'all little booklets and pamphlets of what y'all believe that the best route to get to civil justice is. You know what I mean? Somehow those routes don't intertwine nowhere, except for y'all sharing the same corners, passing out the same motherfucking plot.
With the same
to the same fucking cherry event. To the same motherfucking fundraisers and food drives, y'all passing out the same flyers. So yeah, there's people that's benefiting from it. But y'all look like fools out there.
Niggas, we don't.
It ain't even like y'all doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even like y'all doing anything wrong. But y'all gangbanging. Y'all don't fuck with each other just because that nigga don't rep what I rep. That's what this is.
And it's partially what it is, but it's also the opportunities too. We like I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the street trials, we just rewriting the narrative of what people actually think about the Black Panther Party and what this city sees them dudes on. You know, I had a dude tell me the other day, he said, man, I really ain't fuck with the Black Panther Party originally. I said, why? He said, because I thought y'all just hated all white people. I said, you see what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. That's the picture that has been painted through the media, through, you know what I'm saying, movies and shit like that.
And
that's the picture that has been painted. Who? It may be, but that's the perception that they have of the Black Panther Party. Why? Because that's the only information that they've ever gotten.
That's sad. That's why that's why I'm going so hard.
That's the only information that they've ever gotten. This is the only thing that they know about it. Every time we saw them, they had guns and leather jackets and fucking leather berets on their head. Standing in front of police calling them pigs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a revolution. This revolution will be televised. Okay. This is what we know. These niggas gonna fight with the police. Ooh. They don't fuck with white folks. Okay.
And
this is what we know. Why? Because this is the information that we've been fed. Until you go do your research.
Yep.
This is what you're gonna always know.
Yep. You do your research. That's why I tell everybody all the time. I said 9 times out of 10, man, 10 times out of 10, you do your research, you'll find.
You gotta want to research it though. It's got to be something that interests you. You gotta want to know more about it. Why you think so many white people hate niggas or blacks or minorities? Because of the picture that has been painted to them. The lack of interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. Why would they go research black people? They have no interest in them.
Right.
They've been raised not to have interest in them. It's not until you're forced to interact with them in these public schools or, you know what I'm saying, in your place of work.
Mm-hmm.
That you get to understand that, yeah, maybe that's not the picture that's been painted of these people.
Right. They're not that bad.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Chicago. The only white people we saw was the police and our school teachers. I moved to Jersey. I'm thinking here, and you realize a lot of these white folks broke in you.
That's how it was when we went to Greenville. I got down there. We going to school, all these different races, denominations in Jersey. I get down to Greenville. 99% of my school black, including teachers. It was one white dude that went to that school, and they ran that man out of school. It's funny to laugh at now because I'm older,
But you know what they
yeah,
did to him? You know what they did to him? They
made him hate
They
black folks.
converted him. They converted him into one of those Confederate soldiers, one of those
Yeah,
niggas that's putting the Confederate flags on the back of their trucks. That's what they did to that dude.
yeah.
Why? I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that it was wrong what they did. I'm not saying that it was right what they did. I understand to a certain extent, especially in Greenville, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand out there. That shit is wild, and them niggas is bugging the fuck out. You don't want to get caught in too many parts of fucking Mississippi at night. Um, yeah, I'm straight. Like, so I kind of understand why they did that because of everything that they went through and their parents went through. Yeah, especially in Mississippi. Of course, I understand. But
Yeah, that
man,
shit.
what they created was a monster. What
Yeah,
they created, that nigga probably a cop in motherfucking Mississippi somewhere right now.
fucking with
Holy shit.
niggas, fucking
Word
them
up.
up too.
I'm telling you, probably done arrested some of them niggas and handcuffed them and dropped them in some of them fucking gator infested swamps out there. Yeah, y'all niggas is fucking gator food, bitch. Crocodiles and shit.
Yep.
We love
Yeah,
rotten flesh.
they did that man bad, man. It was funny back then, but as I got older, I was kind of fucked up. It was fucked
Yeah, ain't no
up.
kind of fucked up. It was fucked up. But they created a monster and they gonna have to deal with that on some
Right.
real live shit. But I'm gonna plug in with you in the morning. I
Bet,
got
bet,
work in a few hours. I'm bugging.
bet. When you
Yo, I
want to
love
do the
you.
next joint?
Oh no, I'm gonna plug in with you in the morning, bro. I'll figure it out tomorrow sometime.
I fuck with this shit, man. This was dope. This was a dope bill. I fuck with this. Yeah. But shit, man. This your boy Rocky Montgomery on the